The Gateway Arch looming over downtown St. Louis. It's the Pirates and the Cardinals, next on the show. MLB The Show has Thursday night baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game series, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened so far.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining series to watch so far. Crowds, they have been very energetic, and I think we're looking at another good ball game here in the finale.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, as manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Jose Tabata, the move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
First pitch, 6:15.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. And before we go too much farther tonight, let's call upon our comparison graphic to show you how these two combatants match up with one another offensively. Jordy Mercer will be the batter. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ojeda will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little six-game dry spell at the plate.
Come on, Cardinals!
And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 16. He's got it, and the side is a scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. And now first shot at it here. No score. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. They'll go to work against a former #1 overall pick out of UCLA, the hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Cole. And a look now at how the Pirates line up on D behind him. Manuel Ojeda will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For St. Louis, left fielder, Manuel Ojeda.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Here's a ground ball to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second,
Matt Carpenter will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's in there, base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Michael Lee will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Now here's the first pitch. On the ground to second. A bare hand for one. On to Sanchez, and it's a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Pedro Alvarez will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Neil Walker will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Now a hard liner toward short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Russell Martin will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and one away now. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Runners on first with one down. 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Runners on the move for second. Fouled back. Now a move over to first. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
This is all about quickness with the right-handed pitcher on the mound. But here, they catch him in between steps at time, and the result is an easy pickoff.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nate Walker will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
Shortstop, Nate Walker.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. One strike now from Cole. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Here we go.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Number 16 will get his first cuts here. Right there for strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he got him.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Matt Adams will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Gabby Sanchez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Sanchez.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Josh Harrison will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now the first pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball, started it a little too far inside, though.
Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now, 2 away.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Garrett Cole will stand in. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Wainwright ready, the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. On the ground to third. Throw across by Alvarez is in time for the first out.
Well, he really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
John Jay will be the batter. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
All right, Cardinals, let's go, St. Louis.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are two away.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Adam Wainwright will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch to him. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Comes back with a fastball, but this one's by him for strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with two outs.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Jose Tabata will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Right fielder, Jose Tabata.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 1-2 from Wainwright. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. Jordy Mercer will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball one. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Andrew McCutcheon will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Get out of here, Pirates!
And there's the good fastball that time from Wainwright as he gets ahead 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
We got him right where we want him. Wait.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Manuel Ojeda will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Left fielder, Manuel Ojeda.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Let's go.
Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
St. Louis. Yeah. Woo. All right, St. Louis.
3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Let's go, Cardinals.
Now here it comes. That's hard hit back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down, but he'll have to just put this one in his pocket, and I'd imagine this will be an infield single to start the inning. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Manuel Ojeda has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
The 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
First and second now after the walk. And they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Michael Lee will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far. So this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Nate Walker will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. McCutchen is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Number 16 will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Hard hit towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0. Matt Adams will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Boy, he had a good pitch to hit, too. That was a slider always in the strike zone. That would have been a good one to go after.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We played 4 full. It's the Cardinals 1. And Pedro Alvarez will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Third baseman, Pedro Alvarez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Neil Walker will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Russell Martin will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 2 out, nobody on. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 1-0. Matt Adams will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. And a high strike there, 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Now the 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
Yadier Molina will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In the air to center. McCutchen is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The center fielder, number 19, John Jay.
John Jay will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. One out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Adam Wainwright will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with one man out.
Hey, now, let's go.
And now Wainwright squares around and gets the bunt down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
And with one out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Manuel Ojeda will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Let's find the hole.
Out in front of a curveball here as this is bounced on the ground to third. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Gabby Sanchez will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Let's get the out here. Run. Swing.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Fouled back. Ready with another 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Josh Harrison will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Strike.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And a changeup that time that's lifted in the air out toward left. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Garrett Cole will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Let's go Cardinals. Go Cardinals, go.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. He's probably taken anyway.
Jose Tabata will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. On the ground is short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. It remains 1-0. Matt Carpenter will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman. Swing and a liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Michael Lee will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And he takes ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. And there's a fastball that's hammered the other way to deep right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now, and with the way their starters thrown the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Nate Walker will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, those take a while to get used to, believe me.
One strike now from Cole. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
Let's go!
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Here's the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Number 16 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner.
And don't be fooled here. This is only a single, but it's certainly not from lack of hustle. This ball one-hops the wall out there, and it gets fired back in too quickly to even think about going for 2. If you think about it, he really hits this ball too well. If he didn't barrel it up so well, he may have hit it out of the ballpark.
Matt Adams will dig in. He doubled his last time. And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. And he'll make it to second base on what ought to be ruled a passed ball. And with 2 outs, that one could come back to haunt him.
Behind the plate, he might have been more concerned with trying to frame that pitch than he was trying to catch it. You know, they do get the called strike here, but you know what else? They get the pass ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And Alvarez will put this one away, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Jordy Mercer will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now some stirring in the Cardinal bullpen as the right-hander Jason Mott has begun throwing. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these 2 guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, Makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Andrew McCutcheon will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Get out here.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Pedro Alvarez will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Let's get two here.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
McCutcheon holds on base, and here's the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there as it falls. Oh, and this goes right past him. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Randy Choate will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Neil Walker will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Let's go, St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis. Woo-hoo!
And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1.
Get easy out.
On the slider right there for a called strike, and he's in a real deficit now, down 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Come on now. Stay here. Good.
And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away.
Come on. Calm down.
Lays off 2-2 now.
We're playing 2. 2-2.
Second and third here, one man out. Here comes a 2-2. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Walker ranges back and he has it for out number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Russell Martin will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Justin Wilson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Justin Wilson.
Yadier Molina will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Yadier Molina.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
The center fielder, number 19.
John Jay will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And now off the glove as Martin can't hang on. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
The runner in scoring position with none out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. Now to put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
Now batting, pitcher.
Burke Badenhop will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Number 38, Burke Badenhop.
Alan Craig will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Manuel Ojeda will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-0 on the way. In there, 1-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Matt Carpenter will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Now here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. And that's a 2-run homer.
Michael Lee will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Here we go, Michael.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. The pitch. That's right back up the middle, and it'll skip over the bag and into center field for a one-out hit.
A good job there of making a two-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Nate Walker will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Come on now.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. This is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To Walker for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Number 16 will dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Come on.
Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Tabata is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Jason Mott will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Gabby Sanchez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
First baseman, Gabby Sanchez.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Throw it by him.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Josh Harrison will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And that misses inside 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Starling Marte will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
We're gonna miss.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Way outside. 1-2. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. And Jay will take this one in, and the inning is over. Bucks go down quietly. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Tony Watson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Matt Adams will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
You can do it.
Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there. And I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Yadier Molina will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. First pitch coming. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first.
Let's get something going.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Come on.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And Molina's aboard at base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
John Jay will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You need a run.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Charlie Morton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Mark Ellis will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And this is low, but a good block that time by Martin to keep it within reach. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
Well, the silver lining to this play is the fact that the runner on third was forced to stay right where he is. But with one away, it was a heads-up move over there at first to go ahead and take second base, perhaps staying out of the possible double play.
1-1 pitch on its way to Ellis. Fouled straight back. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Manuel Ojeda will look to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
All right, let's go.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Here comes a 1-2. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Matt Carpenter will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball. Maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
2-run drive now. Let's go.
3-0 now.
Take sign? That would be a take sign.
Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And that's got to drive a pitching coach crazy. To watch your guy miss with 4 straight to force home a run. You see the sequence again. That's about as easy an RBI as you're going to get. He never even took his bat off his shoulder.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the 6th inning. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Here comes the 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Nate Walker will stand in. The 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Changed up on him there, but it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Harrison is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We've played 8 full. The Cardinals lead it 8-0. Trevor Rosenthal will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jose Tabata will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1. Pitch on the way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Jordy Mercer will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out. Andrew McCutchen will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
2 out, nobody on. 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Peanuts here.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Pedro Alvarez will dig in. He singled his last time around. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. One 0 pitch is sent toward the hole on the left side. It's going to sneak on through into left field for a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Neil Walker will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Hold them down.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Two men are on with two men out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have taken the finale here. They win the series 3-1 as the ball game is over.
Yep, another day, another victory. Number 82 for them on the year. So that at least assures them of finishing the season with a winning record.
One final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cardinals win it 8-0. Good night from St. Louis.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 8 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra will be available outside the left field gates at the Busch Stadium station or up the street at the 8th and Pine station. Bus service on the 40 and 410X lines is located outside the stadium on 7th and 8th streets, while service on the 30 and 93 lines is available on Broadway and 4th streets.